Spicer Forum in downtown Milwaukee as the Big 3 rolls into the Cream City. And a lot riding on this one for both 3's company and the Aliens on CBS Sports Network. And it kicks off our triple header. Game 2, it's a triplets led by league-leading scorer Joe Johnson. And it's the three-headed Monsters, followed by Trilogy and the Ball Hogs. Let's take a look at the Big 3 standings. 3's company, they've won 3 in a row. Aliens in a fight to get to 500. And with that, we welcome you. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Avery Johnson. Well, the entire league is looking up. A lot of pressure in these final weeks. They're trying to crack the top 4 and get into the playoff bracket beginning here today in Milwaukee.
Yes, Ed, thrilled to be here with you. Every week, the intensity significantly increases and the desire to win with all of the different playoff implications. A team that loses 4 games this year could possibly be eliminated from the playoffs, and that's the way the league is trending right now. So just fire it up, Ed.
Let's fire it up with the State Farm rosters for this first game. Aliens, led by Captain Andre Owens. 3's company, co-captain Drew Gooden, former Milwaukee Buck, back here in the Brew City. But Avery, it's been Andre Emmett who's paced 3's company in recent weeks.
Andre Emmett has been red hot, unstoppable. He's been the center of attention for opposing defenses, and when he is, he's been making great decisions, getting his teammates involved, and just major range from the 4-point line. He's playing extremely well.
He had 24 last week against the Killer 3's. These 3, Area 51's finest for the Aliens, Rush, Owens, and Brown. Avery, when they go small, these 3 have been terrific together.
Yeah, I visited with Coach Tiny Nate Archibald, the Aliens, before the game, and he needs major production from not LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, the Heat's version of the Big 3, but his version of the Big 3. These 3 guys, because when they go small, he thinks they can be really effective.
Well, you mentioned him, Tiny Archibald, the Hall of Famer and coach of the Expansion Aliens, former Milwaukee Buck, ended his NBA career here in Milwaukee. And some great duels with that man, Michael Cooper, the elite defender, 5-time champion with the Lakers. And boy, 3's company has really picked it up defensively during their 3-game win streak. Review of the key rules. First team to 50 wins. We'll get to the break when one team scores 25. No game clock. The 14-second shot clock is the key in the Big 3. And they are revved up and ready to go here in Milwaukee. The Aliens, a chance for a 500 season. Right now, 2-4. Ryan Hollins on their bench. Jason Maxiell, another key weapon for 3's company. And they have been red hot, and they've been so good defensively, especially in recent weeks, Avery, after halftime.
Yeah, whenever they can get their defense set, take care of the ball, because that allows you to get in great defensive position. They're really tough to guard.
Here's your guy, Andre Emmett. First shot misses. Emmett, Maxiell, Drew Gooden to begin the game for 3's company. Look to Maxiell, he bobbled. And the Aliens now get their first crack at it.
It's funny, whenever I visit with Maxiell, he has like a tribe with him, not a family. It's about 18 folks, friends and family, that travel with him on the Big 3 circuit.
They travel well. By the way, Rush hits the 3 to start the game for the Aliens. Last week, hit a 4-point shot on the first possession as Gooden airballs the rim, and the Aliens reset. Here's Rush. Again, 2 for 2 from 3. Oh, quick timeout, Avery, from Michael Cooper.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you get 3 guys guarding 2 offensive players. Somebody's open, and when you're Brandon Rush, he moves well without the ball. And when you move well and find the open spot, and you're as unselfish as Brown is, that leads to success.
Brandon Rush delivers 2 3-pointers thus far, and such a key piece, as you talked about, for what the Aliens have done this year.
Yeah, and Brandon Rush, he started off the game last week, as you alluded to, with a 4-point shot. The key hasn't always been how he gets off in a game, but how he finishes games, especially offensively.
Well, has that championship pedigree at Kansas and then with Golden State. Meanwhile, You ever call a timeout this quickly, a 6-0 start?
Oh, yes, I've called timeouts. Yeah, I've called timeouts in the first 30 seconds of a game. You've gone over a scouting report, and you've talked about it for 3 days in a row, and then you come out and have a breakdown defensively on what you've reviewed over and over and over again. I've called the timeout. I've been pretty animated doing those situations.
No reason to bring him home, right? Andre Emmett fouled. He capitalizes with the 2-point shot. And 3's company is on the board. Greg Oden coming out of the timeout, posting up Jason Maxiell, and the foul's called on Maxiell.
And it's typical for the Aliens. They try to get Greg Oden established early on the box because, you know, if you can get them some easy baskets early, maybe get some of the opposing big men in foul trouble, that bodes well for the Aliens.
Greg Oden coming off a 10-point, 9-rebound game last week, a loss to Bivouac. Emmett sets it up for 3. Andre Emmett nails it, and 3's company a 5-0 run coming out of that timeout.
Andre Emmett makes his home in Dallas. I know exactly the gym where he works out, and the way he plays doing the Big 3, he plays all during the week.
Oh, and 2 chances. Here's Gooden, takes Shannon Brown off the dribble. No look. 1 to shoot, Emmett. Air ball, Oden with the slam. Didn't have to clear on the air ball. Now the officials confer. That should be a counted basket for the Aliens.
Great job by Greg just understanding the situation. Getting an offensive rebound, not bringing it back out.
Drew Gooden off the mark. Rebound for Brandon Rush. Right to the spot for 3. That's his 3rd so far.
Brandon Rush, he's playing with a certain intensity and look in his eyes because he understands the magnitude of the moment. We're in a desperate situation right now.
Aliens are 5 of 7 rush. 3 threes in Milwaukee. Great start for the Aliens in Milwaukee, leading 3's company by 8. We'll kick off every weekday morning with the most dynamic duo in sports radio as the boys bring you up to speed on all the action from the diamond to the gridiron with hot takes and top-notch analysis. Boomer and Gio, weekdays starting at 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. And Brandon Rush, a lot to talk about so far, Avery Johnson. He has been terrific. 3 threes. Aliens have opened this game 5 of 7. And Brandon Rush with the 3rd member of our team, Jenny Dell.
All right, Brandon, you're playing with a certain kind of intensity out there right now. What's the vibe out on the court?
I'm just getting open shots right now, and they're just going down. We got to play better on the offense and defense, and we can close out this game.
All right, after 9 seasons in the NBA, this is your first year in the Big 3. What makes this league so special?
It's competitive. I mean, you're playing against good players that played a long time in the NBA, and they out here to compete and try to win games too. So it's very competitive, and I'm enjoying it.
Thank you very much. All right, just going to keep competing, guys.
All right, Jenny, thanks. Well, it's led to big things so far, Avery, for the Aliens, who come in 2-4. They have a chance for a 500 record this year.
Yes, and we talked about it in the open. I don't think the Aliens can afford to lose this game.
Emmett, no. Maxiell, yes.
And then with Brandon Rush, because of his success from behind the three-point line, it'll be interesting to see, the space that Greg Oden gets in the post or whether it's going to open up driving lanes for Shannon Brown.
Brown and the Aliens with the turnovers. The 3's company is going to take over. But this team last year, 3's company, lost to Power in the championship game. Dante Jones, who's made 2 game winners so far, is going to come on for the first time for Jason Maxiell.
Yeah, Coach Cooper's downsizing a little bit, trying to get a smaller, more versatile guy and an outstanding defensive player in Dante Jones to try to help out on Brandon Rush.
Have a nice crossover, hits it off the bounce. He's currently playing in Puerto Rico, Andre Emmett. Brown for 3. So for 3's company, Dante Jones, Drew Gooden, Andre Emmett. Gooden short. push that time from behind. It's on Dante Jones.
Andre Emmett has been a guy, who obviously can score in the paint, but, the mid-range is not outdated in the Big 3.
No. Or go down to this guy. Oden against Gooden. A little leverage, maybe a step. Offensive board, and Oden fouled hard.
Oden is playing with a tremendous amount of energy and physicality in the paint. I saw him walking into the arena, and normally he'll have, some sort of story of, travel situations that he'll talk about. He just said, "Hello, coach."
A cool customer. And when we saw the list of players new to the league this year, obviously Jason Terry, Joe Johnson, Gilbert Arenas, Oden's name was so fun to see because you forget how great he was in college and how disappointing it was that he never really got that chance in the NBA.
Yeah, but now he's getting a chance. And I think he's taking advantage of it.
Brandon Rush again. That's 4 threes. And look at the Aliens out to an 18-9 advantage.
3's company come up with a different strategy to defend Brandon Rush at this rate.
Blocked away by Oden. And saved by Brandon Rush. Rush another 3. Oden came down, was doubled, and fouled by Jones.
Too much space here by Drew Gooden, especially on the guy that's, hot from behind the three-point line, and Oden's coming over to help on the weak side.
14-4 run for the Aliens. Brown over Jones.
That's what I love about a guy like Dante Jones. He clearly understands who he's guarding. He's guarding Shannon Brown, who's more of a driver. He's baiting him into the mid-range shot, and he was successful.
Aliens feeling good, Avery. They're 6 of 12. Rush to the basket. Too much. Never hit the rim. Emmett over Oden. The teardrop goes.
Yeah, they changed their defensive strategy. We alluded to it a minute ago on Rush. Forced him to drive. Brown's going to have to make one of those shots unless he's going to continue to get that shot all night long.
A loose ball. Another crack at it for 3's company. Down by 7. Jones flicks it out for Gooden, and Drew Gooden buries the 3.
If Gooden continues to have success from behind the three-point line, look for Coach Tiny Nate Archibald to get Owens in the game as soon as possible.
Arms locked. Gooden fouls Greg Oden. So for Drew Gooden, that's his second foul. Remember, in the first half, and this is new this year to the Big 3, if a player picks up his third foul before halftime, he's got to sit the rest of the first half. So Gooden on the bench with 2. Andre Owens back in for the Aliens with Rush and Oden. Look at the deep by Emmett, the steal. And Rush trying to get it back, he does.
That's what I love about the Big 3. Loose balls are so valuable. Necessarily not because you'll be able to take the ball to the other end for a fast break, but because you are already near your basket. Since we're only playing at one basket, it can lead to a very easy score.
Emmett last year MVP candidate, one of the best defenders in the league. Leans in, just short against Brown. Brown looks like...
Looked like Rush got hit below the belt, which we know can be very painful.
Yes. He's trying to shake it off. Oden hits the jumper to extend the lead, and I think Rush is going to be okay.
Yeah, sometimes it takes 3 to 5 minutes to shake that off, Ed.
We'll grimace a little bit more, too. Oden's 3 of 7, by the way, and he blocks Maxfield. But Maxfield gets it back, and a chance at 3 to get 3's company a little bit closer.
That's what I love about Maxfield. Just persevere. It's a great lesson for kids that are watching the Big 3 and that are here in attendance. When you're playing a game of basketball, whether it's on the AAU level, the high school level, the collegiate level, professional level, just don't give up on a play, especially when you get your shot blocked. Hang in there. It's a great life lesson.
Well, Greg Oden with his second block. But here comes 3's company. It's an 8-2 run, and they're back within 3.
You know, I always had to hang in there most nights on an NBA night, Ed, because I'm only 5'11", or at that time 178 pounds. I was always undersized and playing against all guys that were much taller and much stronger.
Every little general needs an admiral to save the day at the rim, right?
And I had an admiral. Boy.
Yes, you did.
David Robinson.
Along with Avery Johnson, Jenny Dell on the sidelines. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be with you from Milwaukee here on CBS Sports Network. After a thrilling day yesterday for the Big 3 in Chicago at Allstate Arena. Here's Emmett head fake on Robert Vaden, and Emmett banks it in. And Andre Emmett has kept 3's company alive, now with 11 points.
Yeah, we predicted that this game was going to go down to the wire, and it's living up to it. Tight game early on.
Oden was doubled, late whistle. 3's company doesn't like it, but this is a foul that's going to give Oden a chance at a 2-point shot.
Look at the reaction from 3's company. You want to tell me they don't want to win, that this game doesn't matter?
DerMarr Johnson, captain of 3's company, on for the first time for Emmett. Drew Gooden's going to spell out Jason Maxiell as Michael Cooper looks for the right combination, especially against Greg Oden.
Yeah, he's searching right now. He's just trying to wear the aliens down a little bit. He knows that this game is not going to be won now. It's the first team to 50, not 25.
Oden gets the friendly bounce. Oden averaging over 9 per game so far in the Big 3. He's got 9 right now. It's been a good start. Here he is. After Vaden. Robert Vaden. Jones down. Vaden calmly puts it in, and the Aliens 1 point from getting this to the break.
That very well could have been an offensive foul. I thought Dante Jones was in great position.
Oh, Vaden will pick out the defensive foul here against Dante Jones. Jones joining 3's company mid-season. 10 points last week against the Killer 3's. He's been a really nice addition.
Yeah. And Coach Archibald's going a little bit longer with Greg Oden here.
Rip through, no, but Jones will get a 2-point shot with 3's company down by 5.
Yeah, normally around this time you'll see Ryan Hollins coming in to spell Greg Oden, but obviously Coach Tiny Nate likes what he's seen from Oden on both ends of the floor. Just a couple of block shots.
Get the jewelry all set. Vaden's coming out, by the way. Picked up his 3rd foul, so Brandon rushes in. And there's a specter you spoke about at the top, Avery. When you have Rush, Owens, and Brown together for the Aliens, that's a dangerous combination with the smaller lineup.
Yes, it's just that Brown hasn't played as well early in the game. Missed a couple of rhythm mid-range shots, but we'll see how it changes when he returns.
Aliens can get it to the break with a bucket. Owens leans in a Slim Johnson shot, not there. Oden the rebound, and we've hit the break. Greg Oden with 12 first-half points, and it's 26-21 Aliens at halftime.
Relentless, playing with a ton of passion inside. Physical. Love what Greg Oden is doing.
Aliens 4 of 5 from 3 in that first half. Rush with all 4. Jenny Dell with Tiny Archibald.
All right, what was that conversation over there you just had with the referee?
It's an old NBA foul. Okay, they do it in the league, and since the veterans that played in the NBA, they know the trick. My man has his hands straight up, and they going under the arm and getting the foul. All I'm saying is, see if his hands are straight up, it shouldn't be a foul. Okay, but they drawing the foul by going under somebody's arm.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
Tiny Archibald squad, the Aliens. Big start in Milwaukee, a 26-21 advantage on 3's company. You're watching the Big 3 here on CBS Sports Network.
Big 3 basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM.
Summertime in Milwaukee, the Art Museum housing 25,000 pieces of art. Great look here in the Bruce City. Ed Cohen, Avery Johnson with you. What a start for the Aliens. That's customary, but Greg Oden really set the tone inside.
Yeah, Greg has been a force inside, but not only offensively, but defensively. You know, he has 3 blocks, but who would have thought Greg Oden would have outscored Andre Emmett 12-11 in the first half? He's just been amazing.
Oden with 12. He wasn't the only alien that delivered because Brandon Rush set the tone from the outside with 4 threes.
Yeah, he's been really feeling it. You know, carried over his success from last week into this week's game, and you just can't leave him open, especially giving him time to get his feet set. And once he's dribbling the basketball, you have to push up on him and force him to drive.
Here are the first half numbers. Alien, a really high percentage, shot 45%. Their bench, led by Oden, was terrific. How will 3's Company respond? Jenny Dell with Michael Cooper.
3's Company has won 3 games in a row after an 0-3 start. What has been the difference maker for this team?
Well, defense, and we've been able to run some offense and get some good shots.
And you specifically have done well defensively in the second half. What do you need to shut down the Aliens in the second half out here?
Well, Rush is hitting the 3, and then Greg got it going down low. But you know what? We're going to pretend like we're in the Boston Garden and get this done.
We love the Boston Garden, don't we, Coach? All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Jenny, well, he played in some great series in the Boston Garden. Koopa Loop, the great Laker, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, he had some legendary matchups with, you know, guys like Larry Bird, who's a great big-time trash talker, by the way.
Oh, high-low, and Greg Oden cashes in on the assist from Andre Owens.
In the last couple of weeks, 3's Company defense has significantly improved in the second half, and they're going to need to play better defense because right now the Aliens are getting whatever they want.
Oh, backdoor intercepted. Owens offloads, and Oden with the slam.
This has been the best I've seen Greg Oden play this season in the Big 3.
4 points to begin the half for the Aliens. A 10-2 run going back to the first. Backdoor again, and this time Jones from Gooden.
That's one of the things that's underrated about playing in the Big 3. I know a lot of times, you know, you want to focus on maybe a 4-point shot or a 3-point shot or a drive, but also moving without the basketball. Ball movement, player movement. We know it's only a 14-second shot clock, but it's not just about isolation basketball. You can move without the ball.
How about this start to the second half for both sides? Gooden wide open. So Rush, Owens, Oden for the Aliens against Emmett Jones and Gooden for 3's Company.
Great defense by Andre Emmett.
The captain Owens. Rush, another 3. Look at Oden, offensive board. Owens, opposite corner. And Emmett snatching the rebound. Emmett Avery scored 11 in the first half. Floater misses, gets it right back, and that's how you beat Greg Oden.
That's how you beat him, offensive rebounding.
Averaging over 16th per game this season, Andre Emmett, right around his total last year.
Who's going to step up and be Robin? We understand that Andre Emmett is back, man, but who's the next guy that's going to provide some scoring for 3's Company?
Well, Aliens right now with a lot of would-be superheroes. Another 3, this time from Owens. And the lead is 10. Running floater, Emmett no. This time by Rush.
Greg Oden didn't block that shot, but he contested it and made it tough for 3's Company to score.
Well, it's been all Emmett. Another basket gives him 15.
I'm just so impressed with Greg Oden's stamina. He's gotten better and better each week.
On a switch, Gooden against Owens. Oden, tough collection. He gets it and is fouled, and he's going to shoot a 2-point shot.
Smart decision by Andre Owens to get him the ball, but look at how Greg Oden is playing above the rim. his length, athleticism inside, his teammates, passing the ball on time, on target. This really builds the confidence of a big guy, whether his name is Greg Oden or guys that I've played with, Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Tim Duncan. You get those guys some easy basket. It just increases their confidence.
Yes, misses at the line, but the footwork has gotten better and better this season from Oden.
Yeah, maybe I mentioned the wrong guys, Ed, because those guys' confidence was high either way.
Dante Jones earns himself a trip to the line, but this guy, you forget how good he was, and obviously the injuries derailed any chances at a long career.
Yeah, whenever you're injured, especially knee injuries, can have an effect on your game, especially if you're a defensive guy, and that's how you've made your money.
Well, he's got 16 right now. Season best was 18 back in week 3 against the Ball Hogs. Rush had the step on Emmett. Oden open, and the touch. 18 points for Greg Oden to extend the lead to 8.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than be good. But Greg Oden said, Coach Avery, I'm lucky and good tonight. So impressed with his energy. And here we go, Greg. Right-handed jump hook, successful.
Aliens with the lead on 3's company here from Milwaukee. Avery Johnson. It has been the Greg Oden Show.
It's great when you see guys just take responsibility and play with energy. Everybody on the team have equal equity on a team, but sometimes just different responsibility. And Greg understands that he's responsible for playing inside, manning the paint, defending the paint, and also scoring in the paint. Really impressed with Greg's performance tonight.
18 points. Now he's 7 of 11, but keep in mind he had 3 missed shots on 1 possession. Otherwise, he's been nearly perfect.
Yeah, nearly perfect. And his teammates they're feeding off of his energy. Brandon Rush obviously been the threat from behind the 3-point line, and Greg has been the man in the middle.
Andre Emmett nails it coming out of the stoppage for 3's company. This Aliens team has been so good before halftime throughout the year, but after the break, they've really struggled. So far, so good with a 6-point cushion.
And recently, the 3's company, they've been very good defensively in the second half.
A tough shot going to his left. Shannon Brown, whose brother Sterling is now a member of the Milwaukee Bucks.
And I was talking to Shannon last 2 weeks ago, and he said, how are your brothers doing? He said, he's doing great. I said, in a one-on-one contest, he'll win. He was like, Coach Avery, please.
Don't get the brothers riled up.
He said, I'll beat him. I said, I don't know about that, Shannon.
I'll tell you what, Andre Emmett has been the story for 3's company. He's got 17 now. Shannon Brown, what can he do for you? Two-time NBA champion, back-to-back buckets.
I love how guys maybe can struggle a little bit in the first half, and it's a tale of 2 halves. He didn't make, any of those, 14-foot shots in the first half, but playing with a lot of confidence in the second half.
Oh, Emmett fouled. Look at a 2-point shot. Back to Shannon Brown coming off the bench for the Aliens.
Shannon say what my brother can do, I can do it better.
Oh, the touch over Dante Jones. Around 9 NBA seasons, won the 2 titles, Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Emmett, meanwhile, can't convert. He's closing in on 20 points. Rush, step back for 2. Yes, Brandon Rush nails it. He's got 14 after making 4 threes early.
Yeah, this is the Brandon Rush, Greg Oden show today. And they're putting on a show.
Remember, first to 50 wins. 10-point Aliens lead. Jones a crossover, attacking Oden, and Greg Oden with the foul.
And from a scouting report standpoint, throughout his career, Brandon Rush supposedly has been a guy that, is only a spot-up shooter. But look how he's improved his game. He's become more versatile. 3-level player, can score from behind the 3 or the 4-point shot, mid-range. Rather 4-level player and take the ball to the basket.
Poked out by Brown. Keep in mind, no one's taken a 4-point shot yet, but Brown hit one last week to begin the game for the Aliens in their loss to Bivouac. Jones off the Maxiel screen. Euro step, got by Owens, just missed the bucket. And out comes Rush with it.
He went to Europe, but he didn't come back here. No finish on a great Euro step move.
Inbound, yes. Outbound, not so much. 4-point shot. Air ball from Shannon Brown trying to beat the shot clock.
What's your favorite place in Europe, Ed?
Went to Barcelona last year. 5 nights. That was fun.
Wow. Yeah, I've been
and
to
I
Barcelona.
made it back.
And north of, or east of Barcelona, this place called Costa Brava.
Wow.
Incredible place.
Have to take you up on that next time. Foot on the line, 4-point shot. DerMarr Johnson, the captain, no. And now it's Rush, another one from 3 for Brandon Rush. He dials in a fit time.
The same way I made layups during my 16-year NBA career, that's a layup for Brandon Rush. Not a traditional layup, a 3-point layup. He's making those shots with his eyes closed, basically.
9-2 Aliens run. The 3's company answer from Maxiel.
It'll be interesting now to see if Brandon Rush catches the ball around the 4-point line and try to attempt the 4-point shot. And he was at the 4-point line, but Shannon Brown missed him. He was wide open at the 4-point line. I would have loved to seen him attempt and make a 4-point shot.
Maxiel having none of it.
No.
DerMarr Johnson out. Dante Jones back in after a quick breather. Remember Oden, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Rush, 2-point shot. Maxiel trying to chase it down against Oden.
The worst thing you can do, with the Aliens right now is take bad shots, take quality shots, and take care of the ball.
Brown nails it, foot on the line, and now point game for the Aliens, up 48-35.
They're in the driver's seat now. They get a stop on defense. They can finish 3's company, or even if they get scored on, they'll have plenty of opportunities to finish them off.
Emmett jumping kick. Remember, 3 to shoot. Emmett fall away, blocked. Inside for Oden. He's fouled. Now, the possession had changed. And let's see, was there a call? No, it's going to be a shot clock violation, an Aliens ball.
Yeah, good call by the refs.
Point game. Shannon Brown pulls up over Maxiel. Rainmaker up to the skies and down. The Aliens win it in Milwaukee.
Ball game. Shannon Brown said, I came to Milwaukee to shine. And boy, he's had an incredible second half.
Baby bro, the older guy knows how to play too. Game winner.
He made a fadeaway earlier near the left baseline, and he makes another one at what we used to call the Michael Jordan angle on the court. Left side, Michael Jordan was dominant.
Tiny Archibald's team closing the game on an 11-2 run. No second half issues. The Aliens, a great start and a great finish. Greg Oden is with Jenny Dell.
Greg, you tied a season high there, 18 points, 9 rebounds. What was working for you on the court?
Just being big. We tried to, get the inside going first, and then we got the shooters going, and they finished the game off.
The Aliens have now won 3 of their last 4 games. Do you feel like you're finally feeling the rhythm?
I'm mad we dropped that one last week, but we're still trying to get in the playoffs, so we're just trying to play hard, trying to have fun and enjoy ourselves.
You recently went back to Ohio State and got your degree. You're interested in a career in coaching. How can Big 3 and what you're doing now help you pursue that dream?
I mean, this platform, getting to play basketball with some of the best older talent out there, it's a lot of fun. I just really enjoy getting the opportunity to come out here and play again.
When you first heard about this league and it's getting its start, what did you initially think, and what are you impressed with the talent level of all of your coworkers, really.
Yes, I am. I mean, it's fun. Everybody's fighting hard. Everybody's playing hard. And then we're all cool. We're all mature. It's just a great league. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I mean, I wish I could have been a part of it the first 2 years.
Well, here you are, and you did a great job out there. Congratulations on a great win.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Jenny, one of the best games for Greg Oden in the Big 3. 18 points and a win for the Aliens here against 3's company. All smiles here today in Milwaukee. One game down. Our triple header continues after this here on CBS Sports Network.